So let's move on to the next question. Perhaps for the example you were giving, you could tell us about the key stakeholders in making The Hague a smart city. For example, the city council itself, particularly youth, citizens, companies, tourists, and the like.
I see. On a higher level, I would say the triple helix. For me, that's knowledge institutions, the government on all levels, ministries, local level, province, everything, and also companies. And within triple helix, I concentrate. For me, the most important stakeholders are infrastructure stakeholders. And then I think, for instance, that's Stedin for electricity and Eneco. And for instance, Dunea for water. HTM for traffic. NS, HTM. And of course also ourselves, the government, the municipality, because they can give subsidies for smart city or they can give loans, but also they can be a launching customer. So just order services for the public. And for instance, we did this in an experiment for free Wi-Fi, which was not successful. But that is for all, yeah.
You learn.
Yeah, and that's, so there's too many stakeholders, but that's the strategic alliances I'm looking for. And also, for instance, CBS was a very strategic
May
partner.
I ask you about the small and medium-sized companies? Do they also have a place in this kind of strategy?
Yes, they are always part of the experiments, and because they have the innovative character. Very often KPN is just a bureaucracy like the municipality. Right. So we use the small companies and also the universities and student projects to have the creative side and also the change.
Right.
Because also the big companies think in their own systems, like the government thinks in their own system.
Yeah, now you
and governance.
Are actually turning to my next question. What are the goals of the different stakeholders, and do you see any conflicts in goals in what people or stakeholders want to achieve with smart city solutions when you look at the different stakeholders, for example, in the triple helix?
Yes, on the high level, for instance, very often is efficiency, convenience, getting from A to B faster, or health, better air quality. But also, for instance, just for McDonald's and all the shops here, it's profit. To get customers through the city faster and make them spend more.
So would you say everyone wins, or do you have particular areas where you would say, well, there are concerns, let's say, for example, about privacy?
Privacy is a big concern. Therefore, we get a new European privacy law. In 2018, we have to be, we should be able to work like that. Mm-hmm. It's very difficult. Everybody has problems to work according to this new law. But CBS, for instance, is has a lot of experience to work with privacy and anonymization and pseudonymization. I don't know if it's but ethics is a big thing. For instance, for the government, we have goals from transparency and equality. Mm-hmm. But there are so many different goals, and every stakeholder has different goals. It's complex.
Yeah, I can imagine. How might smart city solutions change life in The Hague in the coming 5 to 10 years? Do you have any vision, ideas about that?
To be honest, I don't know. I have visions, but to be really honest, I think I cannot know. Every time we are surprised. What I do know that things will go faster. It might be more fun because it's easy to be in contact with other people digitally. It's faster to get through the city. It's faster to get faster internet, more information. Mm-hmm. But I also think it will be more stressful.
Right.
Because I think the technology goes faster and faster, but the human brain is very old. And I don't know if the life will change so much, because the human brain, also society will change as fast as our human brains can change with the technology. That's my vision. I do see that we will get more and more information, but the old-fashioned brain cannot really cope with it. So we see all the mindfulness and the stress and the burnout. So I do know that, for instance, all our policy domains like poverty, traffic jams, water management, education, they will stay.
Right.
Because we're the old-fashioned human and it will stay. But the tools are changing all the time. More data, more digitization. So how it will change exactly, I don't know. I know that in the future, because the changes come faster, people have to be more flexible. So 21st century skills will mean that you have to be flexible. A whole life of learning will be needed. Yeah.
Okay.
And also more knowledge of digital skills. So analyzing data, knowing what fake news is and real news. All those skills, that will definitely change in the 5 or 10 coming years. I'm convinced.
Me too. Well, let me become a bit more concrete about your particular line of work. What are the next most important steps you will take to make the city of The Hague smarter, even smarter than it is already?
Standardization for one. So we are ISO certified on city indicators, ISO 37120. We'll also work on more collaboration. I think because knowledge is scarce and changes are going so fast, you have to collaborate smarter. So all these strategic alliances and collaboration within the city of The Hague, within the Triple Helix, but also within the metropolitan area, the province, the Netherlands, globally, European Union, globally. It's so complex, all the governance, but the collaboration is so important, and to share the knowledge.
Right.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do business development and collaboration. That are going to share the scarce knowledge that's on TU Delft and the universities.
Right.
And to make it better for as many people as possible. And that's why I concentrate on the people and data science.
Right.
Of those strategic alliances, use data and improve the quality of data. Organize metadata, standardize data. That's what I'm going to do.
Okay, great. Now a more general question. How would you summarize your take on smart cities in 2 or 3 sentences?
Using a better use of all our means, our knowledge, our money, and all kind of other means, all our infrastructures, physical infrastructures and all other digital infrastructures.
Right. Thank you very much, Hedwig. It was a pleasure that you were joining us today to give us your view on the smart city of The Hague. And with that, goodbye.